Books are coming to the Bitcoin blockchain. That's the mission of Inscripedia, a platform that allows anyone to publish their books, actually to inscribe their books directly on the Bitcoin blockchain. Let's have a look. So what is Inscripedia? From their X account, it's the first decentralized publishing house on Bitcoin. What do they do exactly is to inscribe books directly on the blockchain. If we check out their website, you can see that season 0 is coming up on October 29th. And they had other ones which were already published. And what does it mean? It means that they put the content directly on the blockchain, meaning that anyone can access it. You can see you want to read that book or novella, it's pretty short, Crossfade. You just go to their website and click the viewer, and hopefully you have good eyes to be able to read this, or you zoom in. Okay, looks like some chapters, some poems. I'm not sure in which category it falls, but hey, you can read, and this is directly on chain. So this is pretty cool because the mission of Inscripedia is to preserve knowledge, putting it on the blockchain so it cannot be changed, it cannot be altered. That makes sense for public domain, in my opinion. Imagine you are an author, you want to publish your book, but actually you just put it online for free. That's what's happening here. I have a mint button here for 0001 BTC, it's like $6-7. I could be one of those 108 people who bought it, but why buy when I have it here? But you tell me, hey, it's like an NFT. You can give it away, you can sell it, you own it. Yes, as an owner, you can do that. But what's the point for the author? Like, if it's basically putting out their work for free. Hey, maybe it can just be an introduction to their book and try to get some attention. Maybe it can be free content. I don't know, maybe for marketing reason. I don't know. But here's the first thing that I'm like, good idea for public domain. It's kind of the library of Alexandria. When you think about all the knowledge that has been lost through the centuries and the millennia, you think, oh, maybe the blockchain that has the longest uptime, I'm not going to count the block that was missed, maybe the oldest blockchain is the place to preserve this knowledge. That I can see. Then for more private work, I'm not so sure. That being said, some people, and evidently this JB Green, thinks differently, and she put their work in there, sold 100 copies, so at $6, we said $600. So good for them, definitely. Personally, I don't know who that person is, but it strikes me as I would say, crypto-focused type of content creators. Not that it's a bad thing, just explaining. You're not gonna get, the 1 billion ebook readers in the world by putting something accessible to anyone on the blockchain and get the offers that are catering to these billion users. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. So that's the website. Great for preserving knowledge, no doubt about that. If we go to the library, we can actually see different items that were put in there. It's quite recent, so not a lot in there. Maybe some testing was done. I don't know why this snake is there twice. And how does it work? It's quite straightforward. Basically, you drag and drop the book you want to upload. Can be a file, like a PDF file, or a text. You put title, author, select the genre, add the cover if you want. And then you inscribe it. You can do one of one or an actual collection. If you do this, you choose the price you want to sell it for, start time of the mint, end time. You can put multiple books in the same collection. Maybe you want to do a whole series, that's possible. I checked just earlier, and you can choose different speed for inscribing. So maybe we're just gonna do a test thing here. Okay, I'm gonna sell for 1 BTC. Yeah, let's do it now. Okay, I need to drag and drop something. I actually do have the Bitcoin white paper, so I'm gonna drop that here. Oh, sorry, this was a cover. Okay, I'm gonna put a cover. All right, next the inscription. So that will be my Bitcoin white paper. You see Bitcoin, .pdf. I don't know why it's asking for a cover again. I guess collection cover and book covers are different, but all right, let's drag and drop. So this is BTC white paper, blah blah blah. I'm gonna sell 69,420, and I don't want to keep any because I'm altruistic. And then you see you can choose the network fees. If I pick the cheapest one and I go through, okay, it errored out. Wonderful. Huh. Oh well, that's really funny. I keep getting errors. Never mind. But hey, you know what? I tried that 30 minutes ago and I was here in the fast mode. It was 9 sats. So it was quite expensive and it turned out at $300 worth of Bitcoin. So I assume if you divide by 5, more or less, like $60-70 to mint your book. And then hey, if you sell a lot of them, you get your money back. Cool. But the process is actually pretty straightforward. Like it's a nice flow. They dropped on their X account a video showing that in less than 1 minute you can do it. So they go exactly through this process. So that's cool. But then it got me thinking, hey, there's a risk here. I took the Bitcoin white paper, which I assume is public domain. Satoshi, if you watch me, please don't sue me. But imagine I have a hacked version of Harry Potter and I just put the PDF there. IP infringement. So there seems to be zero moderation. Actually asking their Discord didn't get any reply. They're quite busy, to be fair. So if anyone can mint anything, I see some risk there. But I did my research, went to the terms and conditions to check that out, and basically they say, hey, if there are any issues with IP, it's the problem of the creator. That you agree to indemnify and hold harmless Inscripedia and Lumiere 123, which is the name of the company, blah 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 blah. Also, prohibited content, you agree not to publish something that is illegal, offensive, etc., promotes hate speech. Okay, very laudable. But hey, how is it decentralized? I guess it's decentralized but not permissionless? Because look what's written here. Content removal, right to remove. They reserve the right to remove any content that violates the terms and conditions at their sole discretion. So, what's decentralized? The fact that the content is forever available on the blockchain? Yeah, because you cannot erase the inscription, right? But then what's gonna happen? They're just gonna stop putting you in their library, so no one will find your book. When they have a marketplace, they won't put you there. So it's censorship or shadow banning, if I wanted to be less harsh. So the promise of preserving the books on blockchain, we can put everything, ban books, blah blah blah, as long as this centralized entity agrees. Just wanted to put it out there. Happy to hear any rebuttal on that. That being said, they're getting a lot of hype, and as I said, for public domain, it can work very well. Very well. You saw the reading experience, right? Like, oh, my eyes hurt. Please send help, send me new glasses. Can you load that on your Kindle or your books? your e-reader. I'm not sure. I didn't tinker with it, but still progress to be done. Doesn't mean they're not gonna get there. I'm just saying in the current iteration, they're still far from a nice reading experience. So, despite everything, people believe in the idea. And as I said, public domain, it makes sense. And you can see they get a lot of hype. If we check their X account, 30,000 followers, that's huge. They have more than 10,000 members in their Discord, a lot of chatter in there. For being there, it sounds like people are very interested in this mint that is coming up, this cases collection. We're very excited about it as a first. I do get vibes of, let's call it NFT degens. Not that it's a wrong thing, just saying that I feel it's more people who are there for, are maybe supporting this Bitcoin innovation or being there first, but they're fighting super hard for whitelist. And this whitelist thing is very 2021 NFT craze. So not sure if we have real people who believe in preserving knowledge, probably some, but I feel like there are a lot of people who are there for the hype. And that's why I would be cautious about what's next for that project. Maybe they'll have a first great mint, but after that, there's no novelty, unless they bag some big offers, some big content creators. But then why would you care paying if you can access it for free? I don't know. There's some conundrum here that I don't see the solution to. So just wanted to make this quick video to put that out there, that hey, idea looks great. It works in some instances. I don't see it taking off. It has hype and it's gonna trade probably and it's gonna be nice, but there's no business model because you cannot ask creators to give away their content for free. And while Inscripedia is new on Bitcoin, the idea of books on blockchain is not new. There's this great article by Joseph Nassis, who is a USA Today bestseller. So this guy sold millions of books, and he wrote an article in 2022, so 2 years ago, about how he chose a company to publish his books on the blockchain. And he tried a lot of them. Spatium Stories doesn't exist anymore. NFT books, yes. Soul Type, NFT Books Bazaar, Creatokia, Publica, Book Vaults, Bookcoin, Riddle. Most of those still exist on different blockchain, although some, they don't seem to be very up to date. And well, so Bitcoin Inscripedia is not doing something new, it's just, maybe it's new in the sense that it's really in the blockchain because the Bitcoin blocks are big, so you can inscribe a lot of things. That's new. Okay, that, credit where credit is due. But then the general idea of having books in the decentralized way, that is not new, and many companies that tried failed. And just to come back to this article here, so Jonas's, which company did he choose 2 years ago? Book.io. So if we check them out, Book.io, they started on Cardano, but they're multi-chain. And now with the Bitcoin OS trustless bridge, we may expect people on Bitcoin to buy Cardano ebooks. And well, they have a lot of books. They've been at it for 2 years. What is their number one? Number one, the Gutenberg Bible at 200 USD. That's pretty nice. Total titles, 419, or almost 420. Almost there. And you can see we have some offers. Like the website looks professional. You can check out more things. You see what is minting. There's a lot of different choice. If you go to the bookstore, you can check by genre. So let's go for adventure, for instance. And here you are. The Moon Pool, The Last of Mohicans, Banner of the Final Odyssey. So they are there. And book, they actually do the same thing to some degree, which is putting books on the blockchain. The difference is that if you don't own it, you cannot read it. So they actually protect creators. And then they answer the same questions, which are to connect directly the audience with the creators, as well as giving a fair compensation to the authors. Hey, you're an author? Go here. Author sign up, 70% of all revenue on initial sale is for you. And because we have smart contracts on Cardano, you actually get royalties every time the book is sold on a secondary market, which I believe on Bitcoin, that's not a thing. So you basically create royalties in perpetuity. Imagine authors like Tolkien, who wrote Lord of the Rings, and thankfully I think the rights are with his estate, but hey, you write something and then you're dead and 75 years later it's public domain. Well, if you can keep the rights, within your family, within your estate, then every time it's resold, your children, your grandchildren, they get royalties. So you really leave a legacy. That's quite powerful, I believe. So just wanted to put it out there that Inscripedia is getting a lot of hype. It's new on Bitcoin, cool for public domain, a lot more reservation on the private side. Reader is not so great, but hey, they just started, so we can cut them some slack. Marketplace, yeah, sure, let's see how they come up with that. What's cool though is that it's already available to anyone who wants to inscribe something. Bear in mind that per their terms and conditions, they can nix you. So decentralized, but with centralized moderation. And on the other side of the spectrum, you have an actual company which has been live for more than 2 years, with 400 books, with backers like BGMI, which is part of Bertelsmann Group. Bertelsmann Group, they own Penguin Random House, one of the top 5 publishers in the world. Another big backer, Ingram Content Group. Ingram, they print all the books for Amazon. You buy something on Amazon, they don't have it, Ingram prints it, sends it to you. So you have actually billion-dollar companies behind book.io. Now, hey, I'm all for cypherpunk, decentralization, like grassroots movement, we take care of our stuff. And again, great idea for preserving public domain. But you're too late. I think it's too late. I mean, happy to be proved wrong and get some, some competition, some innovation. But if you watch this video and you were wondering about Inscripedia, or you are looking about putting books on blockchain, the company that is the most advanced at this point in time is book.io. So just wanted to put it out there to give the full perspective to the people who may be interested in minting with Inscripedia. It's definitely not a diss to them. They're innovating, they're pushing Bitcoin, which is really not straightforward. They're getting a lot of hype. I really think the first mint will do well. The rest, I don't see the business model. But hey, maybe they'll sort it out. So good luck to them, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.